is Goddess of Science Physics, and I'm Mrs. Bolden, and today we're going to do a couple of collision problems just to kind of reinforce what we've been talking about with the exemplars and the practice problems. So let's dig in here. Just a reminder, if the two things get stuck together, you're going to use this one. This is the inelastic collision. So this is if they're stuck together afterwards, and this is the elastic where they're not stuck together. Okay, so that's probably one of the first things you're going to have to decide, which of these two equations do you use? And it's kind of easy if you think about it, because if the two things get stuck together, now they're just one thing, so you got to add the masses together. If they remain two different things, you got to choose the equation where they remain two different things. Okay, so we have a statue of Sir Isaac Newton sliding to the right across the floor in G7. I'm going to make Sir Isaac Newton object number 1. Newton's mass is going to be 0.5 kilograms. This is the before side. This is the after side. Newton's velocity is 1.5 meters per second right. So I'm going to make right be the positive direction. Just doesn't really matter which one you make positive, but we're going to make that one positive because it's the first one we get to. It collides with a fake egg, which is stationary and has a mass. So the fake egg is going to be object 2. Has a mass of 0.063 kilograms, and it's stationary, so V2 is going to be 0. So the masses are not going to change of these two objects after they collide. The fake egg after the collision, so V2, is going to be 0.6 meters per second, 0.6 meters per second to the right, and we want to know what Sir Isaac Newton is doing, so we need to know what V1 is afterwards. So because they don't get stuck together, we're going to use the elastic collision equation. So M1 V1 plus M2 V2, and because they stay separate afterwards, is the other side of the other side of the equation is exactly like the first side. So we have 0.5. I apologize for writing kind of small, but there's a lot of numbers that we got to go through here. Times 1.5. There we go. There's a decimal point in there. Plus M2, which is 0.063, and V2 is 0. Equals M1, mass is still the same, times V1, which is what we're looking for, plus M2, which is 0.063, times V2, which is 0.6. Whew! That looks like an unholy mess. It looks like there's a lot of stuff going on there. There's a lot of hard math. But when you boil it down, let's see what we got left. First thing we can eliminate is we don't need to deal with that because it's just going to be 0. Half of 1.5 is 0.75, and that equals 0.5 times the first velocity plus 0.063 times 0.6 actually ends up being 0.0378. So we're going to subtract that from both sides because it's just kind of like hanging out there. So when we do that, we get 0.7122, and I know I'm hanging on to a lot of numbers there, but we're not quite to the end of the problem yet. So we get 0.7122 equals 0.5 times V. We're going to divide both sides by 0.5. And when we do that, we find out that V equals 1.424, and we're going to round it at this 2. So the 4 says leave the 2 by itself, alone. and we're looking for a velocity. And since the number is positive, we look up here, what did we say was going to be positive? The rightward direction is going to be positive. So there's your answer. Okay, of the two problems on the page, that is probably the most difficult because it had so much stuff going on here. The other problem is a little bit easier, I think you'll find. So we got a wheel of Gouda cheese rolling north. So we're going to make the cheese object 1. So the velocity of the Gouda cheese, this is before, this is after. The velocity of the Gouda cheese is 2.5 meters per second north. The wheel of cheese has a mass of 3 kilograms. It rolls over a slice of break. How about bread? We'll do bread there. Which sticks to it. Both roll off together. So we already know that we're going to use the second formula from the top of the page where the two masses have to be added together. The bread is stationary, so the bread is going to be object 2. The bread, M2, has a mass of 0.25. What is the velocity? And it's stationary, so we know that the velocity of the bread is going to be 0. The masses are going to be exactly the same after, but we need to find the velocity of the bread-cheese combo, so velocity of them both is what we're looking for. So we have the first part of the equation is always the same, equals, and because it's the two objects now becoming one, we have to add their masses together and find the velocity. So we have, right there. So we have 3 times 2.5 plus 0.25 times 0 equals 3 plus 0.25 times the velocity of them both. So we don't need to worry about that. 3 times 2.5 is 7.5 equals 3 plus 0.25 is 3.25 times the velocity. We're going to divide both sides by 3.25 to get the velocity by itself. So V equals 2.3076. We're going to round this number up to get two non-zero numbers after the decimal point. So we have 2.308 meters per second. And what's our direction here? I forgot to write it down. It's rolling north. So that's going to be the positive direction. So this is a positive number, so we have north is the direction on that. Okay, so I hope you were successful with those. If you weren't, you can replay this video and take a look at what I did, follow along, and I guess that's it for this time. Have a great day.